When you're generating images at scale, design automation usually means one thing: keeping your visuals consistent while changing the text. Think ID cards, certificates, invoices, same layout, different data. But here's where it gets interesting. What if you want variety in both? What if every time your automation runs, you get a completely different image? That's where the Pexels API comes in. Using Pexels API, you can automatically grab relevant, randomized stock photos and feed them straight into your Bannerbear templates. This means every time the automation runs, you get fresh, unique graphics without the manual work. So if you're making quote graphics, social media posters, or anything else where variety matters, let's talk about the Pexels API, then walk through how to set this all up in Zapier. Pexels Image API is a powerful tool for sourcing relevant images automatically. It gives you access to a vast library of high-quality image, and it's completely free, making it a great choice for creators on a budget, though attribution and donations are always a good idea. The library leans more artistic. Lots of beautiful photography. You won't find icons or transparent textures here, but you'll find plenty of images that work as backgrounds and feature frames. Here's the catch. Pexels doesn't have native integrations with no-code platforms like Zapier. That means we'll need to use a script. But here's the good news. It's fairly simple code, and since we've already written it for you, you won't need to do much more than drop it into a code block with your keyword and authentication details. Once you've got the request working, you can use the retrieved images with Bannerbear in consecutive steps for things like event announcements and quick social graphics. One caveat, this approach works best if you're flexible about the image mood and style. If you need strict control over the vibe of your images, you might be better off building your own brand kit approved stock library and pulling from that instead. To use the Pexels API, you'll need an API key. Not a big deal, it's free, and getting one takes just a few minutes. Head over to Pexels and log into your account. Go to their image and video API page. Click your API key to get started. You'll need to fill out a quick form. Give your project a name, a category that fits what you're building, and add any extra details about how you're planning to use it. Once you're done, hit Generate API Key. That's it. You'll now have an API key ready to go. Save it somewhere safe. You'll need it in the next step. Now that you've got access to the Pexels image library, we need to prepare a request that performs a search and returns a randomized image. We'll be using JavaScript for this example. Don't worry. If you're not a developer, the code is simpler than it looks, and we'll walk through it step by step. Let's start by building the request URL. The Pexels search endpoint lets you add parameters to filter results. Things like orientation, size, color, and locale. Here's what a basic request looks like. You can set parameters for things like image orientation, size, color, locale, and page number. If you want to add multiple parameters, just follow this format. Parameter equals value, and separate each one with an ampersand. Here are a few examples. For the full list of supported parameters, check out the Pexels API documentation. In this tutorial, we're keeping it simple. We'll just specify orientation, size, and how many results to return. Now this is completely optional, but we can test the request using CURL in the terminal to make sure it's working before we move to Zapier. Watch how it's done. Great. We've confirmed the request works. Now let's move this into Zapier and connect it to your workflow. Now, it's time to bring this into Zapier. The process is straightforward. Paste the script, add your authentication details, and test it. We've built a sample script for you that handles the heavy lifting and sets up your image variables, fetches an array of images from Pexels based on your parameters, and returns a single direct link for you to use. Grab the script from the link in the video description. You can use it as exactly is, or tweak the request URL to match your specific needs. Now let's switch over to Zapier. Your trigger can be anything. Airtable, a form, a webhook, whatever feeds your keyword into the workflow. And for this walkthrough, we'll keep it simple and use the static test value. You can wire up your actual trigger however works best for your use case. Let's jump to the important part, the code module. We're using Run JavaScript in Code by Zapier. Here's what you need to do. First, set up two pieces of input data, keyword and Pexels API key. We'll use a static keyword for testing. Paste your script into the code section. Now test the action. If everything's connected properly, you should get back a link to an image that matches your search parameters. There you go. All that's left is to complete your Zap. So let's walk through how you can actually use your random image in a Bannerbear template. Next step, create your image with Bannerbear. Connect your account like usual and select your template. Scroll down to the modification section and find the template field that you want to populate, whether it's a background, a feature image, or something else. Drop in that dynamic image link from your Pexels step, and you're done. Here are a few examples using different keywords. With the addition of a relevant stock image to your Bannerbear template, you've exponentially expanded what's possible. Every automation run generates something fresh and visually distinct. This opens up plenty of possibilities. Social media posts that once felt stale are now varied and alive. Event posters actually adapt to what you're promoting and attract the eyes of passers-by. The beauty of automation isn't just about saving time. It's about doing more interesting work with less effort. So go ahead, test this method out and see what you can build. Thanks for watching.